there's a punishment, 5 games without pay minimally for Kyrie Irving.
Uh, my thoughts on this. This is ridiculous. This is terrible. This is not even basketball associated. They talking about how the fact that uh, he hurt so many people, and I can understand that him having Jewish fans and them reading, them paying attention to whatever book that he posted, and they reading, then they get uh, offended, or But I also don't believe that he should be fined at all. Like the fact that Kyrie Irving just got suspended for 5 games with no pay is a fine because he won't be getting his pay for those 5 games that he promised himself that he knew that he would make time for. He also said this year that he was sacrificed for his team, and that the whole thing last year with the COVID thing, that wasn't at his control of him saying, "Oh, I don't want to play at home games." The Nets did that. The Nets said, "Okay, you can't play at home games because you won't get the vaccine." They was one of I believe 3 teams, 3 to 4 teams at the most, that said, "Okay, if you are here, then you have to get the vaccine." And some players chose not to get the vaccine, and Kyrie Irving was one of those players that said, "I don't want to get a vaccine." What happened with him? He got shit on for that. He got it was all type of work that he couldn't do. He couldn't go places because people was talking about his beliefs in the vaccine. And it comes out now that the Nets are being, or that New York itself is being fined for firing players or making them miss days of work because they wouldn't get the vaccine. They said that that's unethical and unlawful. That's a whole nother story, but it just comes to show that what's going on is a circle of events, man. I'm reading this article right here on ESPN, and it talks about Kyrie Irving getting suspended. And it's just so ridiculous because all he did was post a picture of a book that's an Amazon link, saying that he was reading it because he wants to know about history. Even if the contents in the book is wrong, he also said he doesn't agree with everything that's inside the book. He don't believe with everybody that read the book and what they believe. But I believe that the media is trying to push a narrative for Kyrie Irving, for the Nets, and try to push something for the entire social media to believe that he is trying to be hurtful because he doesn't believe what they believe. I believe that Kyrie Irving is a human being. I believe that he should believe whatever he wants to believe. I believe that he should be able to post anything as long as it isn't illegal to post. But I mean, him posting a book that is about history, and he is want to be concerned and want to get some an acknowledgement or education on some stuff, and he wants to read, and it's kind of like I used to hear a term saying that, like, if you want to keep information from a black man or a black woman or any type of black person, you need to put it inside of a book. And now that I'm seeing that he's fined for reading certain books, man, this kind of hurt me. Like, this not even basketball related. Like, and then the whole, like, it's just like the NBA now, like, is a sport that I love. But I've noticed that they have taken social media so serious. They have adopted social media into the game, to the point where Ime Udoka was put on Front Street and fined and suspended for making for having a consensual relationship. They didn't have to put that on social media. I feel like the only reason they put that out was because they put it on social media. The only reason it was as big as it was, because they could have suspended him and said it was for other reasons and not tell everybody. But even if they still tried to keep people out of the investigation or out of the discussion about what was going on, man. I just feel like the Nets has to do better, man. The Nets, I'm disappointed at y'all with this, man. It's always something that's dealing with social media, man. I'm not surprised that no player wants to play for Josiah, man. I'm like convinced at this point. Like Josiah is not the best owner in my eyes from the outside looking in. I'm just saying, man. Because if I look at it and I look at Kyrie Irving and I look at Kevin Durant, some great players in the NBA, and even if they have selfish ways or they have problems outside of the locker room, I know that on the floor every night they giving they all. You know what I'm saying? So for me to keep them on the floor and for me to win a championship, I'm gonna do what I can to keep them on the floor. And I'm gonna stand behind my player if I feel like they're post. Now, I understand that they want him to apologize to the people, and I understand how easy it is to apologize. But if he's saying that he don't feel like that he is hurting anybody from doing that, you can't make him feel like he's hurting people if he don't feel like he's hurting people. Just because you read something, you read that people are getting hurt, does not mean that he feels that he's hurting people. Man, I feel like, well, let's stick to basketball, and if it stays out of basketball, if it goes to anything like religion, like, come on, there's plenty of people in the NBA who don't believe in the Christian Jesus, and there's plenty of people who believe in the Nation of Islam, and there's plenty of people that's Catholic, and there's plenty of people that believe in Hinduism and all type of other things. Like, but we cannot sit here and allow uh, a tweet, a post to get a player suspended. He's not posting porn. He's not posting. He's not saying these. It ain't like he's saying this stuff of the uh, inside of the media, but he's getting punished for it. I just like this, man. I really feel for Kyrie, and I want to know, but people need to stand for Kyrie Irving in this because this is sad, man. Once they start doing stuff like this, and they showing you that these people matter and all this stuff, they need to have accountability for everybody that does this stuff, and I mean, they need to have it. Like, I do not remember Robert Sarver having a big, huge comment saying he apologized to black people and he apologized to the females and women and the people of his staff. I don't remember this stuff coming out, but I do remember him just getting a little suspension, a little tap. Oh yeah, you suspended for a year. This your team. You can come back. But you know what I'm saying? These players, man, they getting put on a whole. And I want other players to stand up for Kyrie, man. I wish players would be more open and not a robot. That's why I love Anthony Edwards because anything that's on his mind, he gonna say it. Yeah, and if he gets fined for it, I feel like he is willing to get fined for something that he really believes. And I same with Kyrie. I feel like Kyrie Irving is not a puppet, and he's not gonna sit here and just agree to everything that y'all want him to agree. And the fact that he won't do that is the reason why he's getting fined every day. So I just wish that everybody on the Nets organization, they talk to Kyrie and they stand behind him and show him that they're with him. And Kyrie, he should do some more research and feel like why and see why these people are so hurt compared to the film. And then he should address the people that he hurt if you feel like he hurt them in some type of way. But don't force him to do that. Don't force him to do that. He's not even probably even finished reading whatever book it is that he's supposed to be reading. Like, come on, man, we gotta do better, man. And especially when it comes to being black. When it comes to being black, and you hear about your history, and you hear about years, hundreds of years of slavery, hundreds of years of depression, and you just hear about anti-Semitism in 2022. Like this, I mean, this is my first time hearing about it. Don't mean it didn't exist because I know all about the Nazis and stuff like that. But I'm just saying to talk about anti-Semitism uh, in 2022 when a black man is trying to get research on his history. We gotta do better. We gotta do better at educating and letting people do this. Because now it's just saying that don't even put into effect that if you're a black man that you used to be a Hebrew. That's what I'm taking from this. Don't even think that because you're a black man and you are black American, don't even think that you are a Hebrew or have anything to do with that because that's a false. And if you believe that, then that's anti-Semitic, and that's bullshit. I don't stand for it. Peace.